All right, we're recording, and there's theme music. When wife gives you lemons.
Ta-da. I did it.
You did it. I'm so annoyed right now.
I can tell you've been annoyed since we sat down. You actually have been annoyed since I got home because you've been fighting with the kids all freaking day.
Oh, no. I've been annoyed since I woke up. No, before that.
Would that be because I was looking for socks this morning?
Yeah, and disco flashing me with your flashlight.
I never touched a flashlight on your face. You just are oversensitive.
Okay, there's strobe lights going across my face when I'm trying to sleep. And you're going, there's no fucking socks in this house.
Oh, I said there was plenty of socks in this house. There just wasn't any freaking match. All matching socks. None of them match.
You know what's funny is when you left and I went and made the kids take their fucking walk because they needed to survive, I went in your drawer to get socks and found a matching pair immediately.
Of the ones with the gray ends that are awful.
No, that's not the ones I'm wearing. I'm wearing the ones with the white stripes at the bottom of them.
Didn't see those.
Okay.
Well, because there's like a bunch of those that have white stripes. See, the problem is what, 4 months ago, I bought 3 9-packs of the same exact black socks and got rid of every freaking sock except for a couple of dress socks.
It was not 4 months ago. You realize we're in July.
Okay, 6 months ago, 7 months ago. But now we don't have hardly any of those socks, and there's a ton of different socks in there again. What the fuck?
I don't know, but I heard this exact argument this morning
With
at like
myself?
5 in the fucking morning.
With
Oh
myself?
my God.
Well, I was tired. I didn't sleep very well.
Yeah, because it's hot. Nobody sleeps well. We're hot. We're quarantined. Your kids are...
A-holes. Just say it.
Oh my God.
I love them, but they're a-holes.
Man.
Or assholes if you want to be smart.
They were fighting, and I go, let's go take a fucking walk. And Caleb goes, I'm not going to go walk. And I was like, get your shoes on right now. And then he's like, fine, I'm going to jog ahead of you. And I was like, go, dude, go. And he jogged longer than I thought he was going to. I was kind of impressed because I was like, dude's not going to get more than a driveway. But he did. He went past the bridge from our house past the bridge. And so he went pretty far for jogging. And then he walked in front of us for a while. And I was like, and then they were like, Brody's like, my heel's sprained. And then Caleb's like, my heel's bleeding. And I was like, all right, let's just go home. But I made them walk for an hour. And then we got in the house and I was like, because they were both so tired, I was like, cool, mom fix. Like, fuck yeah, I'm super mom. And as soon as they got in the house, they started fighting again. And I was like,
oh my God, those two cannot go an hour without fighting. And it's those two fight more than Tyler and Caleb did.
Well, Tyler was never, yeah, I guess.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. Tyler and Caleb had their fights, many of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not forgetting that. But these two, B and Caleb, oh my God.
I know. Well,
those two are going to end up on the front lawn throwing blows.
No.
For sure.
They're going to be best friends.
I'm going to let them.
No.
I'm going to let them beat the shit out of each other.
No.
I will let them beat the shit out of each other, and I will be like, all right, whichever one wins is my favorite, go.
See, you try and act like all badass, but we all know this isn't how it works. The only time
stomp my feet and throw a fit and yell at the kids like I'm going to beat the brakes off of them.
The only time you're a badass is at 5 in.the.morning when you're cussing out your sock drawer with your flashlight.
Cussing out the laundry lady.
Oh my God, you're flat. Okay, I don't like
I'm kidding. Easy.
I don't mind doing Don't you easy me. That's like trying to baptize a cat. Don't tell me easy. Yeah, think about it.
Does a cat believe it, God?
No, just putting a cat in water. It's trying to give a cat a bath.
You talking about getting a pussy wet?
Oh my God. We're going to go to blows in the front lawn. And whoever wins.
You're a boxer? You going to drop to your knees and give me 2 blows to the head?
Oh, yeah, because all it takes is 2 blows.
It's okay. I win.
I don't even know what topic we're on, but we're off.
We were talking about fighting with the kids.
I know.
And then that turned into that.
And that turned sexual.
No, it was just because you were that way.
You realize tonight is the last night you can have sex with a 38-year-old. Because as of tomorrow, you will be having sex with a 39-year-old.
Fuck, I thought I've been banging a 29-year-old the whole time.
No, I just have the heart of a 29-year-old who smokes and drinks her whole cholesterol.
So somebody that has the perfect set of lungs in her body, probably.
Yeah, so tomorrow's my birthday, and we are quarantined, so that means...
Happy birthday to you.
No, not right now.
It's pre-birthday, and I can't if I want.
It's like pre-cum. It's like dog water.
Dog water. Hello.
I wish I could have went.
Do I need to define that?
No, I could have went my whole life without knowing what pre-cum dog water was. No, it's
not
defined.
pre-cum. It's just called dog water. It's the pre-cum on the pee-pee.
That's what...
You said dog water pre-cum. I'm just saying. Just call it dog water.
No, that's gross. It's gross. And I've tasted it, so no. Like, I'm not...
It's like a snack.
Oh. I literally...
Let's change subject.
Look, I have goosebumps on my arms. That was so nasty. Yeah, let's change the subject. How was your week? Anything that you want to talk about?
Okay. There's a couple things, because... Okay, for the first thing I want to talk about
is... get closer to your mic, bitch.
Hold on.
No, don't hold on. Don't put your hand out to me. No, now finger to your... Speak, sir.
Okay, so there's like 4 things that I had written down that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
One of them was, I don't know if it's because I've gotten fatter over this quarantine, because I know I gained some weight, but my fucking feet have been killing me lately.
It's because I stabbed them.
It's my
night.
heel, like one of my heels, not just one of my heels hasn't hurt like this in a long time. I don't know if it's because maybe the shoes I'm wearing are breaking down, but I don't know. That's been bothering me.
Okay, and you think this is podcast material?
No, but that's not that's not the main thing. I was just I wanted to talk about why is it that I'm not doing as much, but I feel like my feet are more sore, even though I haven't been walking quite as much as I normally do.
Yeah, but you think about it, and you do. Like, think about, you've been playing disc golf way more than you had, because in the beginning of quarantine, you didn't do none of us did anything. I built a puzzle. Like,
I landed on my face.
You landed, oh my God. No, you did not land on your face. You bounced on your face and skid.
Well, I had to protect the rest of my body.
In front of me.
I had to protect myself.
To the point, when you hit the asphalt, like, that burned into my brain, and when you went to urgent care to get looked at, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I was like, okay, I got to do something. So I Googled, how do you get shit out of your head? And I started, it's an exercise. So I got on the elliptical, but I kept picturing it. I kept picturing you falling off the bike and then bouncing on the asphalt in front of me. And then Brody was like, Mom. And I go, what? And he goes, why do you keep saying no? So apparently every time it would pop in my head, I'd go, no. And so that didn't work. And then I couldn't drink because I knew I had to go pick you up. And fuck, that was awful.
Yeah, that was a beat. I beat my crap.
You know what the worst part about when you fell off your bike and hit your head?
What?
Is I knew I was going to have to take care of the kids.
And me.
And you. I was all, fuck. Like, no help. You're gone. It's like when you went to Portland for those 8 months.
Right. Well, so one of the things I did want to talk about was the Bergies thing.
Oh, yeah, because we do live in Santa Clarita.
Right. We live down the street from these ghetto people.
Which I've never even heard of Bergies. Have you?
No, I'd never heard of it.
I don't even know where it is. It's by Shooters?
No, it's up by the In-N-Out in Canyon Country.
Oh, Canyon.
But they got pretty like aimed at like the Hispanics and were kind of douchey about it.
They were.
I mean, it's a fucking fruit vendor. Was it really that necessary?
Yeah, and it's Canyon Country, so
Acting
come on.
like they were all high and mighty, but yet the wife was arrested at Bob Hope Airport for having a loaded weapon in the airport. She was arrested for DUI, and she was arrested for drug possession.
But you can't have a fruit vendor.
But you're making our place look ghetto and shitty and trashy.
Bergies. Where is the In-N-Out? By Lowe's.
No.
Oh.
It's up to 14. Like, if you were going toward Lancaster and Sand Canyon, it's Sand Canyon in, like, the 14, right there where it's like the last stop before you head up toward the Antelope
Kind of
Valley.
where Steve used to live?
Yeah.
Okay, because Steve lived by that Bonds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I know.
Honestly, I was more disappointed with those people than anything. It's just like, man, really, right now of all times, that's the time you chose to go do something like that.
And his fly was down.
I know, and it's funny when you're listening. I went to bed. Remember when I first started telling you about it last night? I was like, holy crap, these people are getting blown up. And their reviews were at like 4.2, and when I woke up this morning, they were at like 2.2. And now they're
scary.
at like 2.1 and just going down.
People can take your reviews down fast. I'm not going to say who, but me and a certain author are friends, and he has a very big following of women. And him and I are friends, and he knows you. You know him. Like,
right.
I
know who you're talking about.
Exactly. Like, we're friends. I don't want to cheat. But I started commenting on his Facebook, and people started putting bad reviews on my books. Like Goodreads, which we don't even want to get into that website. That is not my favorite. In fact, when I first started writing a book, Kristen Hope Mazzola told me, mark Goodreads as a tainted site. I can't think of the right word, but where you can't get on it.
Just, it's crap.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not crap. It's just, it hurts because those reviews are mean. Well, anyways, these women who were in love with this male author were giving my books just 1 stars. No review. You can just put a 1 star, and it knocked my ratings down pretty hard. And he told me, he's like, Joy, you cannot respond on my Facebook. So now him and I only talk private message because his audience they're nuts.
Yeah, a bunch of cheating old ladies who want to freaking bang a guy that they've never met before.
See, that's another thing because...
And none of them would know what to do with a dick once they got it either.
Well, I don't know. They read romance.
Just they read them doesn't mean they know how to do it.
But that's another thing, too, is he'll show me things where women are like, oh, my God, I'm in love with you. I read that chapter, and I think that chapter was for me. And they're married. So it's like, why not spend that energy on your marriage or get the fuck out? Like, God, if you're... Just get out.
I've been trying.
Well, you're stuck.
Well, maybe they're stuck.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You know, yeah. I've met these old ladies. I've met these crazy fucking bitches that go to these author signings. There's a couple that freaking terrify me.
Remember that?
There's one in particular that absolutely terrifies me. And I'm not going to mention any names because it's not fair.
It's not fair, but I know who you're talking. She loves you. She loves you.
Enough's enough.
And, no, do you remember when we went to that author signing in, what was it, Mesquite? And the cover model's wife came and sat by us because she couldn't handle what those women were doing to her husband.
Oh, I know, right?
And she's like, if that lady touches my husband one more freaking time. I was like, oh, shit. But
they're all about... And you know what's funny is most of those freaking male models are all gay.
Some of them.
A lot of them, more than not, that I've come across.
Yeah, because a lot of them Wander loves you.
Hey, he was cool.
They're cool. It's so much fun.
I had fun doing those with you. When you go to the big ones, I had no problem. Like, I'd love to do a Vegas one or something again once you start popping some books out.
Oh, man, I miss author signings. Those were super fun. So, but yeah, like these women, I don't know, marriage is kind of weird. And I was talking to a lady, I was massaging her, and her husband played football in college. And I was like, women in Valencia are scandalous. They are scandalous women.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, well, not all of them. And I'm like, no, that's true. Not all of them.
There's always an exception to the rule.
But I guess I didn't tell you this. So she told me that after the football game, like the season, all the parents went to a pool party. But they didn't go because they had to do something with their other kid. But they called and they were like, where are you? Where are you? And all the moms are like dry humping the other dads. And like one mom was showing her boobs off. And it was just this crazy, dirty party. Well, then they started talking about who would you do?
Oh, Jesus.
And all of the women said the coach because he used to play football in college and he was a good looking man. And they told that for some reason they decided the wife needed to know this. And they're like, oh, but you should come to the next party. And she's like, yeah, no.
I'm not bringing my dick there.
Right. And I was like, that's why I tell people, like, John has a small dick. I don't know how I got pregnant. He doesn't know how to use his tongue. Like, nobody needs to know what I've got.
So you just told them kind of.
Well, nobody listens to this, remember, because you don't want anybody to listen to this.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's another thing we need to mention is
says the same person. Go ahead, you finish so
okay,
so I can lay it back at you.
I tell you how many people are listening because this podcast is now up on like YouTube and it's on Spotify and iHeartRadio and iTunes and
I scared.
And John's scared. And so it's it's everywhere. And then I told John that one of our friends who we miss dearly, Matt and Angela, we miss you so much. And we are so drinking when this is over. But Matt said something that him and Angela listened to our podcast, and John's all, no, tell him not to. And then I told him how many people have listened because it's surprisingly more than I thought it would be for not really advertising it because I haven't like figured out how to advertise it yet. And every time
we still got work to do on it.
Yeah, we have our theme song now. You know, theme song. And
John and Joy Show.
And you were like, don't let him listen. And it cracks me up because I'm like, well, then what are we doing? Just talking to each other in our bedroom and locking our kids out?
I mean, at least we're talking.
That's true.
We're not sitting there looking at our phones or rewatching Dexter again.
Right.
Which we've been doing is rewatching Dexter, which is still a good show.
Which I still say all of Deb's boyfriends are like dark art teachers in Hogwarts.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And they're all a little bit retarded and dumb and special.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I said hard R. My bad.
Yeah. Every episode we've done.
I've said retarded.
Yes. You did it again.
I've said special.
You are special.
Thank you.
You gotta stop doing that.
Well, I'm not trying to be that way.
I know.
I'm being me.
Well, be you.
But don't be me.
Be you, just not be you with that word.
I'll do better.
Okay,
so we're rewatching Dexter, and you say that everybody is like the dark arts teachers, all her boyfriends.
All of Deb's boyfriends are like
But there was more than any dark arts years because she had like 40 of them.
So
that chick got some dick in that show.
Well, good for her. The only thing that I worry about in getting that much dick in that show is they were in Miami. So that's a lot of heat.
That was pre-Rona, though.
No, but that's heat. That's some swamp ass, and that's some sweat.
Some swamp puss.
Oh, my God. Something was trending on Twitter the other day. It was like gooch grease.
So, gooch grease? So what, you put it on your freaking
No.
taint?
No, it's the...
Because people call it...
It's almost like truffle butter, I'm assuming. But it was trending on Twitter. I'm all... And I didn't even want to look at what it was because I knew it was going to be nasty. Gooch grease, I think.
It's like taint grease.
Yeah.
Because some people call the taint the gooch.
Why? What's a gooch?
I don't know, but it sounds like taint's way better because it taint your dick or it taint your pussy and it taint your ass.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
No, now I'm going to have to... No, I don't even think I want to figure out what gooch... Why? What a Gucci... Like Gucci? Like...
Gucci,
like the
Gucci,
purse. See,
yeah,
you went
it's a Gucci purse. Look at my pouch. It looks like a Gucci. There's a little G on my little bag.
Oh my God!
Next to the little mole.
All right. Next subject. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, John has a mole on his balls, on his pouch, on his Gucci."
That's right. I could have one on my foot too.
Okay. Anything else in your notes that we want to go? I'm so frustrated with our kids right now. Like I know it's because of the heat and I know it's because of the quarantine, but the two little ones have not stopped fighting, like non-stop. And Caleb will say something and then Brody will overreact. And I just don't understand why he's reacting. And then we have the oldest who is just plain being...
He just part-time lives here now.
Yeah, he part-time lives here, but when he's here... He thinks he's better. Oh, he's driving me nuts too. Like all three of them, in one way or the other, need to be loved and hugged and squeezed.
Translation? beat, smacked, thrown around.
I'm having a hard time with the kids. And I know, and I'm not working as much, so I'm home more. I'm not doing comedy anymore, so I don't have that. I mean, there was plenty of times I would go and grab the microphone at a mic and be like, my kids are assholes. And everybody would laugh. And I'm like, it's not a joke. Like, they're driving me nuts. But they've never driven me this nuts before. Like, I don't know. Like, you was a genius when you decided to go throw those glow sticks in the pool so Brody could have a pool rave at night because it got him out of the house.
It's almost like keeping a puppy happy or something, you know?
If we could
want to keep them happy, just throw some glow sticks at them at night. And they're like, oh, it's the greatest day of my life.
If we could find, like, kid catnip.
It's called glow sticks.
He liked it, and then he watched. But then that's the thing, too, is they don't have any friends, so I have to be their friend.
They have friends, they just don't have any.
Here. They can't go.
Right.
So, like, when he wants to go out to the pool and he wants to watch a movie in the pool, who does he want with him is Mommy. Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. And then if I'm like, Brody, hold on, or hey, I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired, then I'm a liar. You lied. You said you were going to watch a movie with me. Well, dude, it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm not going out to comedy, and I don't want to hang out with you. I've been with you all day.
Been with you every day since
March. And then, so now, I mean, do we have the gecko? Is that a thing now?
Oh, yeah, our gecko. Of course it is. Because do you really, honestly, think they're going to ask that thing back at this point? I doubt it.
You know what? I think they were going to ask for the gecko back if the kids were going to go back. But I don't know if the kids are going to go back.
I don't think they will because they've got to understand that, man, these people have been taking care of this thing now for 6 freaking months. Longer than they've had the freaking gecko. We've had the gecko.
So
I'm going to act like we don't... It's gone. The gecko's ours.
But...
Fuck them.
But Caleb is a rule follower, and you know him. He will feel bad. I don't know where he got.
Then I will go into his phone and I will get his email for that teacher and I will block that teacher.
Well, the teacher got fired.
Oh, well, then it's ours.
No. Okay, so the teacher got fired, and then so during when quarantine started, the class for Caleb's science teacher had just bought a gecko, and they'd make the gecko go home on the weekend with a kid. And Caleb, being Caleb, decides to take this gecko home the last 3 weeks before quarantine, right? And then when quarantine happened, they did it on a Friday. So I didn't, because Caleb walks home because we live really close to the school. And I went to work and I was massaging. And out of the top of my head, I was like, holy fuck, we don't have a gecko for these 3 weeks. Because in the beginning, it was only a 3-week quarantine. Sure enough, I come home and there's there's the gecko. And that was in March, and we are now in July. And right before school ended, Caleb was in the living room, and he was on a Zoom call. And he asked the science teacher in front of me, what are we going to do with the gecko? And that's when the science teacher was like, hey, guys, I got laid off. I'm trying to find another job. And the science teacher basically ghosted our kid and was like, hey, we'll do another Zoom call and talk about the gecko, just not right now, and never returned Caleb's calls until about, like a month ago, maybe? Like 3 weeks ago? Contacted Caleb and said, hey, Caleb, I can't take the gecko back, but the other science teacher is going to take it. You just have to email her and remind her because she's kind of loopy or forgetful.
So she's flaky.
And so I told Caleb, I was like, well, just don't, because we named him Larry Geckensaw. Like, he has a name now. And
I'm already wanting to put him in a bigger cage.
Yeah,
and I don't even like reptiles.
He's so cute, though. He really is.
He needs more room.
He licked me, so it made me happy. Anything that licks me is going to make me happy.
Fucking right, Dougie.
So, anyways, so I told Caleb, I'm like, well, just when school starts again, don't remind the teacher. And he was like, no, Mom, that's not right.
Well, you're talking about a kid that if we ever saw a pirated movie, he would close his eyes and walk out of the room because he refuses to be part of it.
Yes. Not that we've ever watched a pirated movie.
I've never done that.
Because
Well, not at our house on anything of ours. I mean, if we were at a party or something and somebody had something going on and they said it was like, oh, we're watching a pay-per-view or something, and it wasn't.
Good save, John.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It does. I will say it does suck when like I find my books on pirated sites.
Well, absolutely. I'm sure it does.
Your cousin, I won't say which one, but your cousin, said something. I just found out one of my books was on a pirated site, and she's like, "Oh, well, what site is that?" Because I'm like, well, "Bitch, I'll give you my book for free." See, that's the thing. Like, we're the indie authors. We're so desperate for people to read our stuff. Like, if you contacted us and was like, "Dude, I can't afford it," we'd be like, "Here's a copy. Can you review it, please?" So, I don't know. What? Stop smiling at me. Say something.
I was just listening to you, go off on your indie book authoring.
Well, I'm trying to... Okay, all I have in my notes is rearrange the room. Because I rearranged the room to get it... Fuck you. I did a lot in here to get more space. The word hate, because Brody has been into that word lately, and I don't like it.
No, hate's a strong word.
Yeah, I told him that one. It doesn't exist. No hard H's in our house right now either. And
I ate you.
And then I wrote, I get pissed off when you don't listen to me.
That you get pissed off when I don't listen to you?
That's all it says.
Well, I must not have listened to you for something. That's why you wrote it down.
You must have.
Did you say something?
It must have made me mad because it's pissed off when you don't listen to me.
I must not have listened to you.
I must not.
You know what the worst part is? I don't remember because I probably wasn't listening.
Probably not. No. And you've watched a lot of racing this week.
Well, okay. And I'm going to watch some racing on Wednesday, too. It's the All-Star race. It's going to be badass. But, I mean, what else is live? There's nothing else live going on. If there's something awesome live that's a passion for me.
Me. I'm alive.
You are live, and I talk to you. You sit next to me. We talk while the race is going.
I'm a passion for you. I don't know why I'm wiggling my shoulders like this.
If you sound like a V8, put a steering wheel on your back, I'll bump drive you. Drive you around.
Bump drive me around
I'll push you around the mattress.
Am I gonna be on the pole? Oh my God, it makes me sad. I don't want to know NASCAR terms. It
not NASCAR. That's just racing terms.
Oh well, poles. That's dirty. What does it even mean?
That means you're first.
I know, but why? Why does a pole mean you're first?
I don't know. Maybe that's when you get the most of the pole.
No.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why they call it the pole. It's the pole position. It's the first position. Maybe it means, I don't know.
It has to mean something, like who reaches the pole first.
Hold on. Let me go to my Google machine.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, then I have to fill time. And I tried to make it where at the end of this episode, Brody comes in and tells a joke, and he is not being nice tonight. I got an audition. Well, not even an audition. They just wanted to see something. And my agent was like, hey, do you have a kid who would want to do this commercial with you? And I told her, well, I have 3 boys. And she was like, well, get the 9-year-old. So I had to make the 9-year-old Brody take a picture with me so they could see us. And he was not having it. He also told me my hair looked ugly. Keep my bandana on my head. Is your makeup going to stay like that? And don't smile with teeth. You don't look good with smiling with teeth. So, yeah. And then we left and we took that, we took that walk. He said something else mean to me. He's not being nice today.
Okay. Until like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
It's good because I was totally talking shit about you.
Oh, that's good. I did find out the origins of the word,
pole.
or the phrase, pole position.
Okay, give it to me.
The phrase pole position is a term that has its origins in horse racing, in which the fastest qualifying horse would be placed on the inside part of the course next to the pole.
Oh.
So really, it has no meaning in a race car.
Right, because you just start first.
Right. But as all of us people, probably since they built the first car and had once they had the first race after they built the second car.
Yeah.
Then, assuming eventually when they got a few of them, they put them on a horse track and we're like, hey, just on the pole.
Okay.
That's where it came from.
All right.
Look at me.
Looking at you.
Googling.
You're
like
Googling.
a fucking smarty pants.
In fact, I was talking about how Brody's been being really mean today.
Yeah, I know. You told me that.
And Caleb.
Caleb's always an attitude. He's going through puberty.
No, he's not. Kid has
his voice is starting to crack.
I haven't heard it.
Oh, it cracked big time the other day when we were talking. He's like, did you hear that? He's like, listen to that.
He has no hair on his body. He's okay, but in all fairness, when I was younger, when I was about Caleb's age,
you weren't very hairy?
No, I was very hairy. They had to shave my back.
Wookie.
Hey, John, where do Ewoks go in the summer?
Where do I?
To the indoor pool.
Are you having Laffy Taffies or some
No,
shit?
I made that up.
Are you sure you made that up?
I swear I made that up. And Caleb told me never to say it again. I made it up a long time ago.
He laughed.
He didn't. Anyways, when I was about Caleb's age, I told my mom, if I have kids, you will never meet them. I will never come.
See, so you were an asshole, too.
Oh, I was so mean to my mom. So mean to my mom.
I was an angel baby.
You're a quitter? Oh, sorry. I don't want to give my jokes away.
I quit. I'm out of here.
Okay, that's good because we're at 32 minutes anyway.
Oh, that's a good stopping point. See, and then we don't have to bore people too long. We just bore them 30 minutes a week.
Oh, but we tell them not to listen, right?
Yeah.
All right. Theme song. Theme song. When wife gives you lemons.
John and Joy Show. I said good day.
Bye.